Autism spectrum disorder, or ASD, is known as a complex neurobehavioral condition that disrupts the mental growth of many children facing with ASD by affecting their actions and communication. ASD is the sort of disability that deters one's ability to social and communicate, having restricted range of interest and repetitive behaviors. This disorder can be detected at the first 3 years of one's life and will prolong until they reach their adulthood, which consequently causes these children to face multiple struggles to function properly in the classroom, work, and other areas in life. In Malaysia, there are several educational path options offered for ASD children, as they are categorized as part of the students with learning disabilities. However, according to LIM 2015, it is found that most of the educational paths are more inclined towards inclusive education, where ASD students are grouped together in a class along with their peers. This is not compatible with ASD students, as when dealing with ASD students in a classroom setting, educators find it a challenging task to cater appropriate therapy and aspect of students' educational needs in a classroom setting due to the heterogeneity of their disorder that tends to mask their ability. According to Rubinstein 2015, ASD students require unique educational adaptations in a classroom setting, as the behavior of disorder influences their intelligence and skills. Hence, this creates a variety of students with different kinds of educational need, making it a challenge for parents and teachers to identify and decide what kind of appropriate approach the students needs. Another problem is that there are limited alternatives in ASD education and the lack of information for class placement of the ASD students. According to Chi, Kot, Lee, Low, and Siang 2014, Malaysian special education are more inclined towards the vision and hearing impaired, as well as dyslexia students, and most supports on ASD students are found in non-governmental organizations, which not all citizens can afford. Garbus, Hanley, and Raby 2019 also added that most public schools open for ASD students are found to implement inclusive education, which contains several drawbacks and effectiveness are not well suited for the heterogeneous ASD students. In a study conducted by Dingfelder and Mendel 2011, the report and study shows that school administrators find it challenging to make the right decisions for class placement, as the behavioral disorder of the students needs to be considered. Most of the reports suggested that there is a lack of information regarding the students, making it a difficult task for them to place the students in the classroom. Therefore, the proposed solution is to create an alternative for the betterment of ASD education through a machine learning approach by utilizing the agglomerative clustering algorithm. The solution is to create an alternative by grouping the ASD students into homogeneous groups based on their intelligence, skills, and behavioral disorder, and visualize each group's strengths and weaknesses to provide some insights and information to the educators and school administrators to enhance their decision making in providing the right appropriate therapy for the ASD students. So why do we group them? This is because inclusive education is not compatible. For ASD students, inclusive education is not incompatible to general classroom instruction, as the core of the symptom face difficulties to comprehend classroom direction and instruction. Next, we group them because appropriate knowledge upon the student disorder is needed. Managing ASD students requires some sort of knowledge on the students in deciding the method suitable for the students, so that we can grasp the right managerial skills to manage students with a heterogeneous symptoms of disorder. And lastly, reports and studies shows that homogeneous grouping yields positive results to students. According to Friendlander 2010, based on his studies, maximum success in the delivery of educational material to students can be achieved when educators understand and able to create learning environments aligned to learners' preferred learning styles.
Therefore, the CASDSS system is developed where the main functionality is the clustering model, where it is able to cluster autism spectrum disorder students into homogeneous groups based on their intelligence, skills, and behavioral disorder. There are several features offered by the system. The first one is that the system allows the user to choose their clustering options, whether they want the system to automatically cluster their students or the user wishes to specify the amount of cluster that they want. Next, the system provides the upload the data regarding the student's academic, behavioral disorder and skills record in a CSV file. The user is able to navigate their computer to search for their targeted CSV file and upload it into the system. Once the CSV file is uploaded, the system will cluster the students into homogeneous groups based on their intelligence, skills and behavioral disorder. The result is shown in the form of list of names of students grouped based on their intelligence, skills and behavioral disorder, and this list is downloadable in PDF form for reporting purposes or any office purposes by the school administrators and educators. For visualization, there are several visualization features offered by the system. The first is the visualization orb, where it displays a summary of the clustering result in the form of a dendrogram and scatter plot. All graphs in this system are downloadable by simply clicking the graph. This is for reporting purposes or any other office-related purposes by the school administrators and educators. Next, in the visualization orb, there is also they display the comparison of cluster groups in their academics, skills, and behavior. Next, for visualization group, it allows educators and school admins to visualize the degree of level of academics and behavioral disorder of each cluster group. In this graph, we can see the academics, the skills and behavior for each group, either for group 0, group 1, or based on the number of cluster groups that the user specified or auto-clustered calculation that the system has done. For further details in the student's strengths and weaknesses in respect to the academic, skills and behavioral disorder is shown through a sunburst graph, where it is an interactive graph able to display which part of the intelligence, skills and behavior the students are dominated in and are lack in.
In conclusion, the clustering model and visualization features provided by the CASTSS system provides an alternative to improve ASD education by clustering the students into homogeneous groups and visualize the strengths and weaknesses of the ASD students. This is so that we can provide some information and insights that can enhance decision making of educators and school administrators of ASD students, so that they can decide the appropriate strategy and approach in line to the ASD students' educational needs.